Anthony Edwards, let's get to him and let's get to some of these playoffs. This brother, when I say I'm not talking Jordan, Kobe like that, like he there yet. But what I'm saying is when they were his age, that's how they looked. And you see the heart, and you see the closing the capability. You see his athleticism. You see his willingness to take the big shot. You see him accepting defensive assignments and making a difference. KG, this brother to me is already the new face of the NBA. To that you say what?
I say Anthony Edwards, everything about him is unique. When I made the comparison to the '84 Jordan, if you go back and watch how young Mike, matter of fact, go back that summer and watch him in the Olympic trials with Bobby Knight. He was just evolving into this next type of player. You know, when you watch Michael at North Carolina, he ran offense. He didn't do anything outside of that offense. You know, Dean Smith had him in the box. Every now and then when he had a breakaway dunk, he'd get fancy, and we got to see some creativity there. You go back and watch Anthony Edwards in college. You know, he ran a system, he ran it well, you know, he took chances. When he got into the league, he started to evolve into something else. We knew that he was explosive. We knew he had charismatic personality, but you can see the evolution of this kid growing. Then he gets with Pat Bev and some Dogs and Vanderbilt and all those guys, and he starts taking on that. And then after a while, you start hearing like, you know, the team starts to take on a personality. And I give Karl-Anthony Towns a lot of credit. He understands that Ant is this great of a presence, and he's allowed him to lead. And they're leading together. It's no bullshit. It's none of that KG and Steph shit. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. You understand?
Right.
That's what I love about this. That's what I love about this team. These boys fuck with each other. They're all on the same page. McDaniel, Walker, Conley, even Rudy. I mean, I love in slow-mo. I love Nas Reed. I love this team's makeup. And it's all because of their leader. They've taken on the attitude and the presence of their leader. He's a closer, and he has a great personality. He talks his talk. He walks his walk, though. And they're confident. And if, you know, going into this Mavericks series, I feel like this is going to be their biggest test. I know you had the champions and you had to dethrone the champions, but when it comes to talent on talent,
Kyrie and Luka.
Anthony Edwards have not seen anything like Kyrie. I get it.
Right.
Listen, real shit. I'm just being honest here. This is just my opinion. Luka can beat you. Luka can beat you. Kyrie can beat you. Kyrie is a champion.
That's right.
He's been in these situations, and
unfazed.
You know what?
Unfazed. I mean, I'm looking at Kyrie right now, and I'll get into him in a second because I gotta stay with Kyrie for just a second. But I want to ask this before I get to Kyrie Irving. Game 2 of Denver, Minnesota, first half. Game 7, second quarter into the third quarter into the fourth quarter. I don't think I've seen defense like that in the last 30 years. I ain't seen nobody that play defense like that.
Some goddamn jackals, man, they look like wolves for real.
Wolves.
They look like wolves. They look like wolves.
Yes.
They look like real wolves. I saw McDaniel get over the pick, and it was a switch. And Walker, he switching, got on Anthony.
All over them.
Lord, listen, if anybody got the guard play to play the Dallas Mavericks, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves and their tenacious and how they see defense, bro.
I ain't seen it, but I need confirmation for my audience so they know I ain't engaging in hyperbole. I ain't seen defense play like that in 30 years. Am I lying?
It's been a minute. I'm talking about feet moving, know the assignments, know the switch groups. Listen, man.
Everything.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, what they did in that Denver series was impeccable. You got to understand, you know, you mess up against a champ, bro, the champs make you pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was locked in. Shout to them, man. And they're going to need all of it because this two-headed monster is real.